Hey folks, this is Ben Gessel. How's it going? This is just gonna be a quick video here. Um, just watching some Serpentza, Serpentza on YouTube. Serpentza's channel and talks about China a lot. I think he's right now he's in Long Beach, California. Anyway, British guy. Um, so in this video, I'm gonna be justifiably angry, but I think you'll hear it more. Well, you'll see where I'm going with this. The Chinese Communist Party. I'll say this again. The Chinese Communist Party, the CCP in Beijing, has done the following more recently. Because Wuhan, China has some really abysmal sanitation. In addition to them eating things like bats and dogs and whatever else, nobody's washing their hands, and everything's very unsanitary with bathrooms and stuff. And because the Chinese government has allowed these things to happen, the entire country many places being extremely, extremely abysmally nasty. And because we have the coronavirus coming from Wuhan, China, because of this living condition, we now have this thing all over the world. We have governments in lockdown. We have people not trading. We have a lack of trade, national trade. We have schools shutting down. We have businesses that are people working from home. And on my end now, we have things that are interfering with what I do. And I need to earn money. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We have old people dying. Some even younger than that. We have younger people that are, younger adults here and there. And apparently Tom Hanks has the coronavirus. And if you think that he's a great guy or you think he's a scumbag and you're happy about it, he has the coronavirus. I just heard just today. And there's no telling when this thing is going to die down. And all this is because of some ridiculously stupid thing that's happening in China that the government allowed. And they allowed it to get out. And on top of all that, they've been silencing doctors over there. And we don't know about what conditions, we don't know about the symptoms, because China originally kept that a secret. They kept it a secret. And now there are rumors that they're blaming the United States Army for this. And I thought maybe, hey, there's always a question of if, the Illuminati is involved with this stuff or whatever. But my feeling was, no, the Chinese government just wants to put one over on everybody. Blame it, point the finger at the United States. Sure. So are you guys fed up with the Chinese government yet? Is this enough? They've been doing all kinds of crap in the past. We already know about. And then this comes along. And things, I don't know I don't know what's going to happen in the future because of this. And people expect me to stay, the Chinese government is forcing everybody in a way, especially Chinese people, even if they're not even in China, they're forcing them to only say positive things about China. And the Chinese people, because life is okay, say, oh, things are fine, things are great, because they're afraid of the government. Do you guys still think the Chinese government's okay? It's fine, it's ethical? There's nothing wrong with China? You guys think that on some remote level? Heck No! Oh my gosh, man. Heck no! It's it's the worst run country in the world. No matter what good things they are doing, apparently, they're running their country into the ground, or they will. And the thing about this, the thing that angers me more than anything, is that the CCP, it's just, we don't care if our own people die. We don't care if other people die in the world. People are gonna die. Hey, the world's overpopulated anyway, right? We have entire cities we just built with nobody living in them because we have so many people that are going to be filling in these cities in the future. Yeah, if a lot of people just die and they can't fill it in, it's less resources for the world. Hey, you know, all we care about are ourselves. We just care about having a strong enough military. We don't have to have, 2 billion people. We don't have to have. We have so many people as it is. We have plenty of people, manpower for military type stuff. They don't even care about their own people. They don't even care. They don't care about their well-being. In India, where open defecation is a problem still, it still isn't combined with eating questionable meat. I guess I'll put it that way. I suppose you guys have seen the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom movie. I've been told by people from India we don't eat that crap. But maybe there are isolated tribes here and there that might eat some funny stuff. But the Indian diet is goat and lamb, and that's the nice stuff. It's usually things like eggs and chicken and rice, shrimp on the coast, lentils, more plant foods, and a little bit of chicken and egg, and maybe a few other things like that. But yeah, I mean they don't eat dog. They don't even eat duck very much. The Chinese are much more into those weird meats, and they don't. I know. I love being the victim again of some government, not even our government, a different government. The crap they've and I'm not don't get me wrong here. I'm not talking about the Chinese people. Obviously, I'm talking about the government. The Communist Party essentially, or totalitarian, right? They're supposed to be totally in control. So wherever you go, you should see the Communist Party in action. You should see Communist Party stuff. So if they're totally in control, they're totally at fault for this. Yeah. Yeah, because they want total control over the entire country. So they're totally at fault. They're totally at fault for this. If they had done their job, they would have had the country on lockdown right when they discovered this thing. Right when they discovered this thing, they had their best doctors and scientists, trying to fix the situation, trying to cure people. But no, they decided to let the cat out of the bag, just kind of let its disease take its course throughout the entire world, along with their own people. World depopulation, I guess, right? Instead of the Illuminati, it's coming from China. How can I possibly respect that? Am I even concerned about having a good social credit score in China? No, I'm not. Now, I've also heard again, if you are talking with somebody from China, that if you have supposedly, I wouldn't know what my social credit score was anyway in China. There's no way for me to know. But if I supposedly had a low credit score, the Chinese government, because they're keeping tabs on every single person in the entire world, apparently, if I talk to somebody who is Chinese, and that person's credit score would go down, social credit score would go down as well. How would I know that? How would I know what my Chinese social credit score was? And how would I know what the other person who is Chinese I'm talking to, how would I know what their social credit score was? And what if they were just American? How would they know what their Chinese social credit score was? Let's say I was talking to somebody from China. I don't even know if they would know what their social credit score was. And how would the Chinese government know that I was talking to them unless they had somebody who was reporting to the Chinese government? And we get the coronavirus from these idiots in Beijing. You know, like, I mean, like it almost makes you want to go to war with Russia. Not really. Not really. I'm totally kidding here. It's just like, you know, if we had something wrong with Russia or some kind of conflict with Russia, at least I mean, at least it'd be something where, you know, like, okay, this is familiar territory. Cold War, right? You know, okay. Putin wants some more territory. He wants, you know, nuclear vessels. You know, we're not going to do the nukes. That's just not going to happen. But we're going to, you know, I'm just kidding. That's not going to happen. But I mean, um, hey, I have a good idea for Beijing. Why not just use biochemical warfare against every single neighbor of yours? And heck, while you're at it, every single nation you want to just wipe off the face of the earth. But of course, you're going to probably be, you know, shish kebab well before you even get to the United States for that kind of crap. And now, just kill people, China. Just go around, just have your army kill people. Might as well do it, right? Anybody who's supposedly got the coronavirus, just knock them off. Just kill them. Tell me that you're doing something more humanitarianish than that. You know, like over 4,000 cases in Wuhan, China. It doesn't matter. As far as I know, I'm sure that this wasn't planned. But if you had half a brain, Beijing, you would have people go around like health inspectors and say, maybe this is not a very sanitary condition that these truck stops are in, or all these truck stops. Maybe we can improve the situation. No. Instead of all that, no. You're just focused on, you know, how many factories do we have polluting the atmosphere, and how many, you know. I have no respect for the Chinese government. None. I've mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. No respect for the Chinese government at all. The Chinese people are great. That's completely different. I don't care what they say about the Chinese government and the Chinese people being the same. No, they're not. The Chinese people have nothing to do with the government. Nothing whatsoever. And they're forced to be allied with them. Forced to be. Otherwise, they're in trouble. So I don't hold it against the Chinese people at all for never saying anything bad about the government. They can't. They're afraid to. Russians know what that's like. Maybe not the younger Russians, but the older Russians do, some of them. Yeah. You get farther enough back. I guess talking about the elderly at this point, because Stalin was pretty old at this point. I don't know if we have too many people surviving that remember the Stalin days, but yeah, Khrushchev, yeah, I imagine we have a few people, some people here there that remember the Khrushchev days. So Russia's been through that. It'd be interesting for Russians to comment on this particular video as it is. So am I going to be roped into liking the Chinese government because of their stupid social credit score system? No. I can have a zero credit score on the social credit system. I can have a 0 credit score. I wouldn't care about it at all because I'm not getting shipped off to China. I'm not going to China. Not for a long, long time. It's out the books. If I go to Asia, it's Vietnam, South Korea, Japan, any country but China, North Korea. Any country but those two. They're out. They are out. They're not even options. And those guys, especially China, need to figure out what the freak they're doing. What the freak they're doing! If they want to come over here and point their guns at us, they're going to have some guns pointed back right at them. I'm talking about the government. And you know what? The heck with fighting the people, because they're going to get... Yeah, no, I just want to go just nuke Beijing. Just nuke it. Nuke the Forbidden Palace. Try to leave the rest of the city as it is. Get all their freaking government leaders and just kill them all. All right. Leave me thoughts and comments below. Catch you guys later. Take care.